First loss for the tournament in 3 days so far. But played in good spirits, and well done to the Bayside sisters, and also Rhonda Purcell and Tracy Thompson for your insight on the game. And just quickly, how do you think it went?
Oh, look, I think it was fantastic. You know, congratulations to Bayside sisters, you know, Central Queensland Highlanders. They've been playing well all week, you know. A loss. Let's get your head back in the game and, you know, have a rest of the great carnival, I'd say. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for that, Rhonda Purcell, and also Tracy Thompson, Donald Johannesson joining you for this game one. Full times there, Bayside Sisters 12 and Central Queensland Highlanders 4. And let's go down to Brooke, who's got a special guest with her.
Hey you mob, welcome to day 3 of the QMC. I'm here with Ian Lacey. Ian, tell us about your role and involvement in the Murray Carnival.
Yeah, sure, Brooke. So, yeah, my name's Ian Lacey. I'm a Waka Waka Menadenge man. My role at the carnival, I manage this whole event. So, the Arthur Beetson Foundation engaged me to run this event on their behalf.
Awesome. And tell us a bit about how you've been involved throughout the years, you know, going right back to 2011 when it first began.
Yeah, so back in 2011 I was working for Deadly Choices at the time, so we've had a really close affiliation with the carnival. I actually played in the carnival for a couple of years before I finished my career, and then yeah, just with my role at Deadly Choices we've always had that association, supporting the Arthur Beetson Foundation with this event, whether it's staff doing all the roles at the event, the canteen, helping with health checks, just anything really just to help this carnival get off the ground.
Yeah, and you know, it's been a long wait for this carnival. We've had a few postponements. I've asked a few guests this, but how relieved are you feeling being here finally this week?
Yeah, definitely. You know, this is the third attempt at this event. It was supposed to take place in the September-October holidays last year, and then we had another crack at it in January, and then unfortunately went down into the 3-day lockdown a week before the event. So a lot of planning goes into this event. There's a lot of moving parts, so it was really frustrating to not be able to hold it in January, but to get it off the ground now. And you know, the last 3 days we've had 1,000 kids here running around. The men's and women's kick off tomorrow, just to see everyone now back together again, enjoying some football, but just that ability to connect with our community again it's really awesome.
And what about the opportunities that a carnival like this does create for the juniors here, you know, coming from up north to have these opportunities and really showcase their talent?
Yeah, definitely. So this is the first time we've actually had all the junior divisions, so from under 6s right through to under 18. So as I said, over the last 3 days we've had 1,000 kids from 6 years of age through to under 18 here playing footy, enjoying themselves. But yeah, back to your question around the pathways piece. We've had many players come through this system. You know, we've had the Murray vs Koori under 16s game that's been on the calendar for a while as part of this event. We've had the likes of Dave Fafita and you know, a few others that have gone through this carnival and gone on to NRL, but also just a lot of players that have come through this carnival into the Queensland Cup system as well. You know, there's a lot of Queensland Cup coaches that come out and watch this event. You know, players like the likes of Billy McConaughey, who you know, played for the Jets for a while, went on won the state championship. You know, he came from this carnival. He came down from up north at Mount Isa way and came played at the carnival, got picked up, and you know, that's the opportunities that we like to say that we can create for our mob.
And finally, what about the health messages that surround these comps and, you know, with Deadly Choices aligned, and how important it is for mob to stay healthy and have an active lifestyle? Yeah,
definitely. That's something that we've embedded over a long period of time with this carnival now. So it's obviously alcohol, tobacco, drug-free event, but it's also a sugar-free event. You know, with all the stuff that we do with Deadly Choices, all the key messaging, all the programs that we get out to community, we made a stance many years ago now to say, well, we didn't want to contradict that messaging. If we're out talking to people around how to live a healthy environment and you know, live a healthy life, we want to make sure when they come into our environment we're creating opportunities to be healthy. It's not to say we're telling people they can't have those things, it's just saying when you're in our complex, our environment, we won't have those available. If you want to go outside the complex and get those items, that's entirely up to you, that's your choice.
Awesome, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And game 2 about to get underway here on field 2 of the Queensland Murray Carnival, and I'm joined in commentary by Tracy Thompson. Tracy, you had the honour of calling the first game. You're backing up in the second game. A couple of under-14 boys teams, the Sunshine Coast Bunyas up against the Townsville Blackstars.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I haven't seen these boys play yet, so I'm very excited to see what they can bring today.
Well, I've seen the Blackstars in action before, and keep an eye out for number 1 in the Blackstars. They're in the mainly blue and white stripe. Yep. He goes pretty good. So does their captain, number 10, Dane Ransom. He's a big, bullocking, mobile back rower. Like the look of him. But I haven't seen much of the under-14 boys from Sunshine Coast Bunyas. We'll see what they bring to the table.
Yeah, they look like they're small, these little fellas, but I tell you what, it doesn't matter how big you are, as long as you can get them around the legs, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
They got big hearts, haven't they?
That's exactly right.
Might just check with our official scorer again, just to get that name. Late changes, as you would imagine. Kayakar. That's the 9. As you can well imagine, Tracy, as deeper we get into the carnival, the harder it is. Kids get injured. The bumps and bruises take their toll on day 3, as you would well know. And these guys got to back up, sometimes 2 games in a day.
Yeah, I used to dread that when I was playing back in the day. two games in a row. Yeah, the body just... Yeah, it takes a lot on the body, and you know, as long as these boys are looking after their body and recovering in the right method, then you know they can play long throughout the day.
What about lacing up the boots for you again? It's nice and cool, you know, good footy conditions. Any chance?
Oh, probably not. I had a pair at home.
You left them there, didn't you?
No, I gave them away to one of the young girls
to
play in. So if I did, I'd have to quickly make a trip to Rebel Sport to buy a pair. But
Strutties is here. He got a few sets of boots. We'll get you sorted.
Not of my size.
Cop out if I've ever heard it. Easy to say for a commentator who's just sitting here calling the games. I feel every bump, but I don't actually get any bruises. How about that?
Maybe next year, if I'm a little bit fitter, I might think about it. But at the moment, I'm not feeling at my fittest, and I've got a bit of a bung knee. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Let's talk about from a perspective of these young boys and girls. We're in the junior segment of the carnival. What does this mean to play in front of, there's a big, healthy, supportive crowds. They're very enthusiastic. Some of them have come a long way. What does it mean to partake?
Oh, look, it means a lot, especially to be able to play for your community and your mob. But most importantly, your family as well, and to be able to play being live streamed as well, so their family can watch them back home. So a lot of pride and happiness in the jersey for these young men.
I think at this stage we're missing a referee. We've got 2 touchies. Can't see a referee in the middle. The 2 teams are ready, so we've got a bit of a delay here. Look, I've seen some wonderful football, and you know the thing that I really enjoy is the fact that they have no inhibitions. If they want to take the line on, they're going to take the line on. They want to do a chip kick, they're going to do that.
That's the best of, carnivals like these. It's like grassroots where, sometimes the game plan goes out the window. So it's just sort of back yourself and play what's in front of you.
And talk to us about your role as an ambassador.
Yeah, I love it. To me, being able to be ambassador for the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander community is massive. We've got to have the right mentors and role models in place. So to me, I'm all about trying to mentoring and empower our younger generation to, reach their full potential, because there's so many opportunities for our young ones to be able to do whatever they want in life. It's just, showing them the pathway and getting them to believe in themselves and back their ability.
And speaking of that, this Murray Carnival is all about getting important messages as well. It's not just about rugby league. Rugby league is a great filter for us to bring everybody together, but we are delivering some very important messages and engaging with everyone.
Yeah, so obviously, one of the big things is a healthy lifestyle, tobacco-free, alcohol-free and sugar-free as well. But one of the big things we're pushing at the moment is a vaccination. So if we can get the community vaccinated, that's a tick in the box also as well.
Again, delay in the kickoff here. We're just waiting for the officials to join us. We might get an indication of what's happening. We thank you for joining our live stream. We've had some fantastic matches so far. What did you take out of the first game? You called that one?
Yeah, no, a lot of drop ball, but there was so much talent and potential out there. The game could have gone either way. But, yeah, they've just got to, I guess, factor in the wind and, you know, just play smart, short, and keep the ball on the ground.
And speaking of the wind, yesterday was atrocious. The wind was like cyclonic, you know, and we were being blown away in the commentary position, yet alone trying to judge where a ball's going to end up, where to put it up and all that sort of stuff. Not quite as bad today, but still, you've got to factor in the wind.
Oh, definitely. At one stage there yesterday, I thought I was going to be blown over onto field one. So, yeah, the wind plays a massive part in these type of carnivals as well. So you just got to wrap that ball up and like you said, you know, you might throw a ball, but it might go 10 metres behind you. So, yeah, we don't know what that wind's doing, to be honest.
Unbelievable. Yesterday I saw a fullback who was defending and the opposition was kicking into the wind, and he was that far back he was never going to field the ball. He took off to try and catch it and didn't even get halfway there before the ball bounced. His opposition picked it up and scored, and that was a really big lesson. Don't get too deep if you're the fullback.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not with this wind blowing about.
All right, and it's time now for kickoff. We found the referee.
Might have been having a snooze under the tent.
Oh, they've got hard yakka too. They're game on, game on, game on.
Oh, yeah, we don't take into factor what they put throughout the day as well.
And speaking of game on, we have kick-off, and as you can see on the scoreboard, you'll see the minutes have ticked over because we do have a centralised hooter, so all the games are coordinated. As soon as that hooter sounds, we're going to go to a half-time break. We can't make up for lost time, so these guys have got a shortened half so they can go for it, Tracy.
Yeah, they can go hard.
And in possession, it is the Sunshine Coast Bunyas, looking to do good things right in the first set. Good, solid contact. And bear in mind, these kids are only 14 years, and some of them are only 13.
Yeah, so it's good to see. You know, there's some big boys out there, but there's some little boys as well. So let's see what they can bring.
Here's a good run.
Good run. Good tackle too.
They get it over the halfway line. The referee signals it's your last play with the ball.
Nice kick.
Looking for the touch line. Winger gets back and takes it, and little jink and darts down the sideline, flirting with danger, but comes in. Good wing play.
Good scoot.
I've seen this a lot from the junior teams where the outside backs, particularly if they've got a bit of size, they come in and they help the forwards.
Yeah, I didn't mind the little scoot when I was young.
What do you mean when you were young? Come on. Here's a quick play, the ball. They're on the bounce here. The Black Stars, and away they go. The 5, can he go all the way? Oh, brought down just short. Good defence in the end, scramble. They're under pressure now, the Bunyas. And it's a big forward, lumbering towards the line. The referee says, play it on the last. Slow play the ball. That'll suit the Bunyas. They can get their line set. They're very condensed if the...
oh, nice kick.
Black Stars want to kick wide, and they do, and it's picked up by the 5, and that's Kalen Melvin, and that looks like the first try of the game.
Yeah, great try, but also great kick too. Like he's kicking, you know, against the wind and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, good little pickup too, and they're on the board.
They did have an overlap out here, and it was well done. Have a look here. The dummy half says, let's get it out here. Gets it out to the half in Wixon Sorbello. Puts in a beautiful little grubber kick, and there's 2 or 3 of them waiting for it.
Yeah,
good
he waited for that ball to bounce and just picked it up, so he didn't sort of rush it, and yeah, he got over and scored. How'd
you like to be the kicker, Joseph Evans? He had I remember calling him in an earlier game, scored a couple of tries, kicked a few goals, but he's got the wind against him. He's lining it up.
I'm going to back him in.
You're backing him in early?
Yeah, why not?
Confident call, straight up. He's got good height, but the wind's picked it up and taken it across goal.
Good try anyway.
Fantastic. And look, I can see someone who's just snuck in beside you, another one of our ambassadors. We might get him to put his headsets on and join us in commentary. You might have heard of this guy, folks, at home, listening to our telecast, our live stream. A fella called the Fridge and the Freezer, was it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it was second receiver.
Second receiver.
Yeah.
No, that was Shane Webke, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Petro, seven receiver, folks.
Good morning.
Good morning, Petro.
Bomber, Trace, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Hey, mate, you must be impressed with some of the rugby league that's going on here. It's, I keep saying it, and I won't say it enough. The quality of the rugby league is fantastic.
Yeah, it has been, and it's just great to see the boys and girls out here really competing and representing the communities with pride and a lot of purpose. Some of the tries that have been scored have been fantastic, and no doubt, they've been enjoying themselves, and it's just great to see so many families here supporting them as well.
And I've got a job for you to do today. As we see a
through.
dart and a dummy, and away they go.
What a
And what
step.
about the step? And the cover comes across and gets him. Great work, but we'll get back to that in a minute, Petro. You've got to remind me, I've got a job for you to do. As the Black Stars are on the attack, and can they make full advantage of this? And they 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles, and he goes over. That's Emmanuel Kawani. What a try. Wow.
Yeah, how good was that?
That's some brilliant individual skills.
Wasn't it? It was fantastic here as the ball got spun. What a step. Had to work hard there to try and evade the defence there, and then spun out wide. And look at the footwork on here.
Oh, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? Look at that.
Speed. You can't coach that, can you? And the big fend, another fend, takes the defender over. Yeah. Now, Petro, as we wait for the second attempted conversion from Joseph Evans, are you going to be the champion of the Front Rowers Club? Because the president's not here with us today, Mark Tukey, and he fist pumps every piece of good footwork, anything that the front rowers do, and if they score tries, he absolutely goes berserk.
Well, that's it. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, obviously front rowers are much maligned, within football. I reckon, we have to do all the hard work, but we're often the most, I don't know if you know this, but it's a fact that we're often the most intelligent in the team. So we cover all bases really when it comes to sport, and it's great to see so many good front rowers here in the carnival and scoring tries, which is good.
Are you telling me the likes of Andrew G are intelligent footballers?
Oh, my word.
Come on.
My word.
Please. Now, I can concede Shane Webke did. I quite often saw him reading books and doing things that you wouldn't expect from a front rower.
Well, that's right. I mean, look, we often, talk about the poetry that we'd be writing, in between training sessions. And
Tracy.
His
nose is growing longer and longer by the second.
Soon he'll be out in the field, won't it?
Oh, no, that's it. That's it. No. It's all good fun.
Absolutely. And that's part of what we want to encourage here is to have fun.
Yep.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
That's
You
what
don't
it's
want to
about.
lose that. And in your careers, certainly along the way there are tough times, but the bottom line is you've got to have fun.
Yeah, and hey Tracy, we've been fortunate we've been able to play at the highest level, but at the core of everything you do in sport, it's all about enjoying yourself and having fun, being a good teammate, and supporting each other through the good times and the bad times.
Oh, definitely. I'm all about having a laugh and getting that energy and that spirit around throughout the team. So, without that, it'd be boring.
And, Petro, how many teams, over the years have had a character that have lifted it, particularly during the tough times, like an Alan Langer or a Kevy Walters when things were down for the Broncos, little chirp from one of those two, and all of a sudden the mood changes.
It does, yeah. You need a character in the team, and you're right. And I was very lucky. I got to play alongside Alfie and Kevy, but it was always about those two blokes. They would always have a bit of fun and a bit of banter, and you need that in any team environment.
Good run, Noah Dawson, thundering up the middle. The president of the Front Rowers Club missed that one. And here we go out the back. Gee, they're slick out here. Oh, he just loses his footing. It comes out to Evans. Evans beats one, beats two, beats the cover, and he'll go in and score, and he brings it around so he'll have an easier conversion. Well done, and that's the third try for the Townsville Blackstars under-14s.
Yeah, they're a very good side, aren't they? Every time they spin it out here to this right-hand edge, they've got a lot of speed, a lot of strength, and cover defence. Unfortunately, just couldn't pull him down in time.
This was good here. Got back up onto his feet, gave it to his support. This guy, look at that.
And the big fen too.
Yeah. And even at this early age, you can see that some young kids are real footballers. They've just got it.
Yeah, that's it. And, you know, it's credit to, you know, the footy that's being played in their communities where they come from. You know, obviously some really good coaching locally. You know, definitely helps, you know, provide a great platform for these young players, and they get to showcase these talents here at the Murray Carnival, which is fantastic.
And let's give a rap to the coaches and to the managers and all the support crew who give up their time and really, really encouraging these young kids to participate.
Yes.
And the families, of course, too.
Exactly. Without them, you know, a lot of these young ones wouldn't be able to be here and have that support at the carnival as well. So, yeah, I take my hat off to all the workers that go unnoticed, to be honest.
Yeah, real unsung heroes, aren't they?
They are.
They do so much. They commit so much of themselves and sacrifice a lot to be here. And, yeah, as you said, the families who have travelled from near and far to be here to support their kids, it's what it's all about.
And to see some of the beaming, smiling faces as they line up and run onto the field, yeah, priceless.
Yeah, even after, like, how many games, they're still smiling.
Yeah. Maybe it's a grimace, not a smile, because of the bumps and bruises.
Yeah, I to be that young again, you know.
Yeah, I know, I'm telling you.
That's it.
Let's rewind back the clock.
Well, you guys have been there, done that at the highest level. What advice would you give to a young kid who's at the carnival, maybe first participation in the Murray Carnival 2020? What do you say to them?
I guess, you know, on my behalf, especially in the girls' part, is just to back yourself and believe in your ability and all that kind of stuff as well, because, you know, there's so many opportunities out there for these young boys and young women to be able to play at that elite level. So just back yourself and back your ability.
Petro?
Yeah, just all about having fun. Exactly what Tracy said, you know, back yourself, believe in yourself, and be a good team player, you know, keep encouraging each other, you know, through the wins and the losses. And, you know, again, this tournaments like this are all about, you know, building great memories and friendships as well. So I think that's something that you can definitely see grow as the carnival goes on further in through the week.
High shot there, and a referee blows the penalty, and young man gets his teammates to say, "You all right, buddy?" Trainer comes out. Of course, it's all about player welfare these days, and you know, we want to make sure everyone's all right.
Yeah, I've been really proud of the Bunyas. You know, they've got quite a number of young players in this team, and you know, it's been a real challenging tournament for them so far. They've taken on, you know, bigger and stronger opponents, but talking to the coaches of the Bunya team, you know, got quite a number of boys that are a bit younger, so they'll definitely be better for the experience, and no doubt over the coming years this young group will develop, and really looking forward to you know, some strong performances, and as they continue to grow into this carnival.
It's character building, isn't it? Sometimes you don't want them to get carved up, but you want them to maintain the enthusiasm and energy.
Yeah, that's it. And you know, as the coach, you know, rightly said, you know, it's a time to learn and time to understand, you know, what it takes to play at this level. And you know, as you said, he couldn't be more proud of this young group. They've stepped up to the challenge, and you know, taking on a red hot Black Stars side. And I think we had the fortune of you know, calling the Black Stars there. I think on Monday, and you get to see how talented they are. So, you know, they are up 14-0, but it's a good opportunity now here for the Bunyas with some possession down in their own end.
Go on attack. They're down 14-0. They haven't been down here too often. As we see one of the players coming off, a little sad and sorry, but in good hands with the medical staff. Referee has now put the player on report. Said you can't do that. Of course, we have a judiciary system here, so if something does go wrong and the punishment needs to be issued, it does. And it is. And it has been, I must say. So a number of players have had to sit out matches. And now the Bunyas are deep on the attack. And the president of the Front Rower Club, or the honorary president today, is standing up, watching it, making sure. Here's one big bopper straight up off the tap, builds up and gets within a couple of metres of the line. The Bunyas on the attack, looking for their first points of this match. Defence is good on this occasion, good hustle, and force them into touch. Look at that, not happy. It's good to show a bit of emotion.
Oh,
that's
you've got to.
Bit of passion.
Yeah. He was frustrated with himself, I think, for going into touch.
He's got to put it behind him now and make up for it.
And I think he's allowed to. I think that was the skipper, Jacob Johnson.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Now it's Black with the Black Stars, who've been very impressive. They do the little things really, really well. So you can see how well they've been coached. They clearly play a lot together. And they've got combinations, and they've just been getting stronger as the carnival progresses. And they go wide this time, and here's speed again, and another step.
Oh,
the winger was sitting back, and they do a good job to hold his progress. Very impressed with that tackle. Just inside the opponent's half as they take a dart from dummy half and pick up another 5-6 metres. It's 14-0 in favour of the Black Stars from Townsville over the Sunshine Coast Bunyas. And they go and spin it wide, and they bring it back towards us here on the commentary side. And there's a step and a jink and a standing in the tack. Couldn't quite get the ball away. He was looking there, Jacob Mann. They come the same way, or mistake. Just a little over-enthusiastic. Had that ball spent before he actually collected it.
Yeah, and good on the Bunyas too. They had to really shuffle there. They had to really retreat hard there, and the defensive line held together, and they were able to stop another Black Stars attacking raid.
Ooh, big hit there.
It's been willing. That's Sonny Tollan.
Oh.
Another good 2 men in the tackle, and they drive him back. Fantastic effort. 22, Danzel Pryor in amongst them. The 18, Jaden Geyer. Ball comes loose. The referee says that was a strip. You can't do that, fellas. Penalty conceded.
What about these conditions, Bomber? How'd you go yesterday, mate?
I thought I was back with the Broncos in the World Club Challenge at Wigan back in the 90s, Petro.
It was a Arctic breeze and a half, wasn't it?
Yesterday was terrible, and today the breeze is not quite as stiff, but it's certainly chilly.
Yeah, that's
you,
it.
You wouldn't think it's a beautiful spring morning, would you?
This is Queensland, isn't it?
Here we are with jeans on, Bomber, and look at old Petro there showing off his big pins there.
He is an old front row. They don't feel pain.
Yeah, true.
They spread it across here, the Bunyas, looking for an opportunity for first points for them. Down by 14-0. They spin it across the back line. There's a good little step and a jink. Fortunately loses the ball in the tackle, and that'll be a turnover. And it's interesting when you look at the two sides. The Black Stars know what their roles are. The Bunyas are feeling their way around, and it's all a learning curve for them.
Yeah, you can definitely see Black Stars, you know, they've got quite a number of very impressive players. As here they go.
Short side raid. It'll be hard to stop from here. He puts the afterburners on, and away he goes, Joseph Evans, and he'll go in for his second try, and this is very impressive by the Townsville Black Stars.
Yeah, another good bit of use of the ball there, and Evans is the man, isn't he? Every time they come down this right-hand side, get him the ball, and he's a big, powerful thing.
Yeah, it's shut the gate once he gets into open space.
Skip to the outside. He just gets on the outside there, the little number 9 from the Bunyas, and yeah, he's just a power player, isn't he?
Yeah. He again looks an athlete, even at 14.
Yeah, he's still growing.
Yeah.
Got a lot of growing to do. So imagine him when he's like 18.
That's what I was going to say, Petro. You weren't a small guy when you play, but these boys are going to fill into some pretty impressive bodies.
I've been talking about just some of the sizes, some of these kids, and it's pretty crazy, eh, Tracy? Like, just for young kids, they're all either quite tall or quite broad, and yeah, no doubt. There's a lot of future stars here in the making.
Yeah, it's like, what are they drinking? What's in the water? Or
sugar-free drinks,
of course,
of course.
Exactly,
definitely. You can't beat that.
It's all about getting messages out about healthy living and healthy choices.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the key. Obviously, you know, especially if you want to play at that highest level, you know, you've got to make sure you're fueling your body right and you know, don't drink, don't smoke, and be drug-free. So you can be anything you want.
Referee says that'll do us as the hooter sounds in the background. And it's been an impressive first half performance by the Black Stars from Townsville. They lead the Sunshine Coast Bunyas by 20 points to 0. Take a short break. Back soon.
In the Kalgoorlie language, Multhana means coming together to help each other.
At Multhana, we provide cleaning, landscaping and property services across southeast Queensland.
We are committed to increasing Indigenous employment across the state.
There are many opportunities to gain meaningful employment, be part of a great team and have a pathway to success for your career. So call Multhana today on 1800 685877 or visit our website at multhana.com.au.
Growing up in North Queensland, I didn't really know what I wanted to become. I just knew it involved empowering my people.
Hi, I'm Kat Durante and I'm studying a Law and Business double degree here at QUT.
Choosing the right uni for me was a no-brainer. I wanted real-world learning and overseas experiences that would help shape my future. QUT took me to Bangkok for a UNP summit that opened my eyes to global human rights issues. I also went on an amazing study exchange in Canada, where I learned so much and made incredible friendships. Here at home, QUT helped me prepare for a paid internship at a city law firm while I'm still studying.
Life is busy, but it's good.
My heart is set on becoming a human rights lawyer that makes a real difference. And QUT is helping me get there.
QUT is the university for the real world.
The Containers for Change program has made a big difference around here, and we make sure that money goes back to the community. I think we all get a great kick out of helping people. I am Bob Norris from the Lions Club, and we are change makers.
Check these out. A 715 health check is how you will get your hands on one of these deadly Broncos shirts. So look after your mind and body, and you'll be styling up in the latest gear. Be deadly, live healthy.
Contact your participating health service clinic now.
Welcome back to the Queensland Murray Carnival for 2020. I'm Chris Bombolas, joined by Tracy Thompson in commentary. We've got an under-14 boys match. We're about to start the second half, and it's the Black Stars from Townsville leading the Sunshine Coast Bunyas 20 points to 0. Can I just quickly acknowledge our Murray Carnival partners, the Arthur Beetson Foundation, Queensland Aboriginal and Island Health Council, the Institute for Urban Indigenous Health, Deadly Choices, of course, which we've spoken about throughout the telecast, Queensland University of Technology, and joining me also in commentary is Petro Sivanasiva, former Broncos, Queensland and Australian Kangaroo. And you two might not know this, but way back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, I went to QUT, and it was called the Queensland Institute of Technology.
That's right.
That's how old I am.
Yeah, yeah.
It's now a university, not an institute.
Well, you know what? You don't look it at all.
Oh, thanks very much,
Definitely.
Tracy. You can commentate as many games as you like. You're more than welcome. And we do look, in all seriousness, thank our partners. Without partners like that, we don't have a carnival, do we?
That's exactly it. Yeah, so very fortunate here. We've got so many great supporters in the community, and you know, they all play their part in putting together such a great event.
Oh, yeah. And it gives these guys who are out in the middle and on your screens an opportunity to showcase their talents and their potential, because some of them may not have quite reached their heights, and they've got a long way to go.
Yeah, but you know, it's all about making memories too, isn't it? I mean, it's great when you talk to anyone that's been a part of a Murray Carnival. They talk about the great memories that they have in representing their communities, and you know, the good times they have, and connecting with family and friends. It's what it's all about.
And you two would have made some wonderful friendships along the way, not necessarily just teammates either.
No, not at all. Also, you know, when you're out at these carnivals as well, you meet new people for the first time as well, and instantly you can click with a lot of them as well. So I've met a few over the last couple of days as well, and I've got their numbers and all that, and possibly, you know, doing some good things in the future for the community around mentoring and all that type of stuff as well.
And it's good reconnecting with old friends too, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah,
sometimes they're old friends you don't really want to see, but no, it's still good to see them.
Exactly, that's exactly right.
Well, Tracy, let me tell you a story. As I walked through the door on day one, I saw a big beaming smile as I walked up towards the dressing rooms, and it was this man next to us, Petros Ivanisiva.
You can't miss him, can you?
No. And here they go again, the Black Stars, and they go right through the middle, and this time it is Emmanuel Kawani, and he is over for his second try. Too big, too strong. Unfortunate for the Bunyas, but it's a lesson they need to learn at this stage.
Yeah, Kawani's so dangerous with the ball, isn't he? And, you know, we talked about the defensive line there, and, you know, if you just got those steps in that defensive line, if you're not presenting a straight line, it makes it easier for players like Kawani, who've just got such great evasion and vision to be able to find their way through that defensive line. And, you know, Kawani and Evans, they're just two standouts for this team, and watching them all week, they've been very dominant as Evans lines up this kick to go 2 points further in front.
Well, clearly, Petro, you being an old front row forward, the forwards are laying the platform because all the backs have scored the tries. You've got a centre, a winger, and a 5'8" have scored the tries.
Yeah. Look, it's you know, unfortunately for front rowers, we do all the hard work.
Here he goes again. Didn't we hear this? Is this a?
We don't get too much credit.
Yeah.
We don't get too much credit, but you'll often see these young backs. You know, they've got colour in their hair. They've got the bright yellow boots. You know, they've got the earrings in, and you know, poor old front rowers. You know, just good working class men.
They go unnoticed, don't they?
They do, Trace. Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, Trace, you're a back rower, centre. Where was your favourite position?
Well, to be honest, when I first played the game 100 years ago, I was a second rower.
Second rower, there you go.
And I was like a rake.
Yep.
But then, favourite position, I guess, was fullback towards the end of the career as well.
Yep.
I could just sort of roam around and sniff around, and then, get a little pop pass, and away I went.
Yep, that's it.
And look, these guys have got size and mobility. The number 3 there, Brooklyn Ivy, he's a centre, and the scoot from dummy half of the winger, they take the pressure off. Yeah, that's Tyler Cyrus, and all of a sudden they're in attacking space again. A well-drilled team this, and now Christian Tepetau, he had a good game the last time I called him, and here's the big front rower, NOC President will cheer.
Junior Petro.
Yeah. The skipper, Dane Ransom, ambles over. Oh, that was impressive. They were never going to stop him.
Yeah, it was great work from the outside men. You know, they really laid a great platform. There were plenty of metres, you know, on that left edge there, and they all combined really well to build lots of momentum. And, our big front rower.
He's got a bit of speed too.
He has too, yeah. And Bombadou, last call, he scored, I think, a couple of tries.
Yeah, he did. Yep.
And we might have to look at probably ask him to leave the front rowers union because he is scoring too many tries, He's done well, the big fella.
Joseph Evans now with the conversion attempt.
Nice.
Makes no mistake. He's got 4 conversions, 4 out of 7. That's pretty good, considering he was into the wind in the first half.
Yeah, exactly.
Unfortunately, score balloons out a little bit for the Bunyas, but heads up.
Yeah, as I mentioned there before, you know, quite a number of these Bunyas players are a few years younger, and you know, their development is going to be important over the next few years, and no doubt more Murray Carnivals they get to play in, they build those combinations, and you know, I'm sure that they'll become a fine team. But at the moment, this rampant Black Stars team very, very impressive.
Just give everybody a reminder to download the app QMC 2020 from the App Store. Watch on murrayrugbyleague.net. And of course the vaccination hub, and I know you've been there because you've been wearing the gear. You get tickets to the Storm versus Panthers or South versus Manly, a team T-shirt including the old retro Broncos T-shirt or a Maroons one, and lunch.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So you know, great incentives to get the vaccine, and it's wonderful. We had huge numbers attend the vaccination hub there yesterday, which is great. So many community members were lining up, and as you said, some great incentives, and I love these retro, Deadly Choices retro shirts. I saw the North Sydney Bears, Balmain Tigers. I've got the old Broncos.
Yeah, I've got too.
You too.
Twins.
Listen, any chance you could get me one of those? Petro,
Would you be an extra small?
Double 2XL. I've had both vaccinations. I'm fully vaccinated,
Beautiful.
so just sneak in there and grab me
We'll
one.
hook
Mate.
you up,
I wear that proudly too.
No worries, Bomber. We'll
We
get it
gotcha.
organised.
Oh, big tackle into the ground. The Bunyas now, I'd love to see him score a try, Petro, just to give him a bit of confidence in just to help them out a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you know, as I said, despite their young ages, you know, it's just be great to get a little bit of confidence for themselves. And as I said, they're up against a very experienced team here in the Black Stars. But go the Bunyas.
That's a good run. Jed Isles, well done, young man. Comes out here to the 24. He's in trouble, one-on-one steal, and it's taken away. And you can see these guys are really, really slick. Oh, here's the fullback coming up in support. He's got pace. He's got speed to burn. And away he goes. Steps inside. They won't catch him. It's Christian Tapatau. And he's in for another try. And brings it around for his skipper underneath the posts.
Yeah, Tapatau again. So dominant and such a slick customer. As they go to this edge here. Big number 3 does well to spin out that tackle, and Tapatau here, far too much speed.
And look, to their credit, the young Bunyas came across and tried to prevent him going under the post, and they never gave in. They've not curled up the toes. They're having a dig.
And that's all you want. You know, obviously the scoreline doesn't indicate that, but, you know, there is good effort there from the Bunyas, and they just need to try and keep holding it together. It is very tough here in these windy conditions that, you know, they just keep fighting.
Evans successful with the conversion. That's his 5th conversion, so he's kicking well. He's got 2 tries and 5 conversions, so he's got an 18-point haul again. It's not the first time he's been on the score sheet.
Yeah, he doesn't miss, does he? He's very good. He's very accurate with his kicking, and as you said, you know, trying to understand the conditions and guide the ball through. And Tapatau did him a favour, putting it under the blue dot. So, yeah, job well done. Tracy, were you a kicker at all? Were you?
I was actually, and I was a toe punter.
Hey.
Yep, straight like Mel Meninga. Love the toe punt.
I think that makes it 38-0, but I'll check with the scorers with that conversion. Petro, you might lean over there and just check with the scorers if it's 38.
I'll just give me 1 sec.
Yeah. We'll send the big front row away because there's too much stuff happening here with front rowers.
Yeah. Penalty there.
Wow.
42.
42. Well, I've missed something along the way. Up they thunder. They're doing the simple things right. Here they go again. The Black Stars. They've been on fire. They've had a couple of stars here. Here they come out the back line again. These blokes have been doing all the damage. Cut inside, stands in the tackle, offloads. Does it get to the winger? It does, and he steps and tries to beat the cover defence, which is swarming everywhere, trying to deny him another try. And what's the referee rule? Bit of an injury here. Petro's done his job as a front rower. He's done a card up for us. Got to turn his microphone off, of course.
Oh, geez, sorry about that.
Yeah,
we'll let him slide.
I can confirm that there is confusion on the sidelines at the actual scoreline here. So I had a 42 and a 42 and a 38.
I've got 38, and I've been scoring them as I go. Go with me.
Yeah,
let's tell the van it's 38-0 because he got the conversion.
That's it.
Stick with me. I'm good. See, I've written them down as we go. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tries, 5 goals, 38.
38. There you go.
There you go. Never in doubt.
Thank you. I used to do this day in, day out, as Petro remembers, call the Broncos games, the NRL.
I remember listening to you
I
as
never
well.
trusted them at all, and I used to write my scores as I go down. And then if you're, as a commentator, you want to flick down and say who's done what and what happened, you know what's going on.
I can't do 2 things at once, so yeah. At least
It's usually a male thing.
Yeah, I know. At least you can multitask.
I don't know how successfully. Yeah, you can hear the crowd in the background urging on the Bunyas. Come on. It's been a tough outing for them, but one they'll learn from.
Yeah, and just gain all that experience from as well.
Yep. And look, you know, COVID hasn't exactly been our friend here. We've had a couple of teams struggle with numbers, and we've had a forfeit on one of the outer grounds. So it's hard. And they've got a long carnival to get through. And if you don't have the numbers, you're in trouble. There's a turnover and possibility for a try in the corner. But
what a
great
hit.
defence.
There we go.
The co-captain, Jacob Johnson, comes across, and the referee says, oh, it's a bit of a shoulder charge. And what's he going to do? Is he going to give him time in the bin? Trying to convince the referee that, hey, no, I put my arms around him. It wasn't just a shoulder charge, sir. Here we go. Let's have a look at the replay. Bang. Oh, that's good hit.
It's good to see the fire still burning, though, you know, when you look at the score line. So.
Yeah, the captain doing his best to try and rally his troops. It has been a very challenging game for this young Bunyas team, but skipper trying to lead from the front, unfortunately, a little bit too high.
Oh, that
there you go. That's good. Change over. And it'll be a drop ball.
There you go.
There you go. Good stuff, Bunyas.
And as a coach, what do you say to him, Pet? I know you went out at halftime to have a little bit of a talk to the Bunyas and be involved in the huddle.
Yeah, just about trying to hold your head up high, you know. As I spoke about, you know, just trying to present a straight defensive line. And unfortunately, you know, there's been a bit of a stagger in their line, and guys pushing up and guys holding back. And it makes it hard, you know, when you've got those steps in a straight defensive line. So, you know, the other thing was just their talk as well. You know, just trying to out-talk the other opposition and be positive with their talk as well. So they're all good skills to learn, you know, as a young player. You know, as they develop into the game, they need to bring these attributes if they're going to go any further in their careers.
And Tracy, if you're the Black Stars coach and you've got the game well and truly under control, do you give them free licence and say, you know, do what you want to do? Have a go.
No.
You want them to continue playing the way they did?
Yeah, I definitely, you know, stick to the game plan because, you know, you sort of go a bit fancy and all that. And when it does come down to the crucial matches, then, you know, we don't want them going off path. You need the boring play. It is boring, but you know what? It pays off in the end. I know one of my coaches I had, Rob Bruff, absolute legend. He coached us at South Slogan there, and all we did was just play, and it paid off. We were undefeated in 6 years. We didn't lose a game. So, yeah, the boring stuff does pay off.
Did he drill it back into you? Don't do anything too fancy?
Yeah,
Will
definitely.
You know what to do?
Yeah, definitely. He was great.
Wayne Bennett did it to this guy sitting next to us, Petro. He told him he's a front rower. Don't pass the ball. you just run forward and tackle. That's what he's going to do.
I would pass the ball a lot, and he just said, no, just back yourself and go, because, you know, I like to share the ball around to my wingers and that, but, yeah, I got in trouble sometimes.
But
keep going.
Tracy, it's a hard thing to do, to commit to that, isn't it? To you know, to hold your nerve and, you know, to do the basics right. I think sometimes, you know, you try to find an easy option sometimes that can bring you undone and break down any momentum. So, you know, I guess those good coaches do that, don't they? They instill that in you.
Oh, definitely, and that's what made us so successful back in the day.
Well, Bunyas now a bit of work to do to get it off their line. The defence from the Black Stars has been outstanding. They're just running up 1 and 2 in the tackle and putting them down with a bit of vigour. So now they need a kick. No, I don't think they're going to get to the kick now. That's the final tackle. And that'll be a turnover, says the referee. So, again, good field position for the Black Stars. And they'll be looking for their 8th try of this match. Big number 20, Noah Dawson. He takes a tackle.
Good defence there from the Bunyas.
Yep, got up onto his face. He couldn't get started. You wind up those big legs, you're in trouble. Pass goes behind them. Picked up out the back by the 10.
Look at that, good chase.
Skipper, Dane Ransom. He's already scored a try today, but that's great. The Bunyas have pushed them back in defence.
Spirit, yeah. Never give up attitude.
Absolutely. You're down by a Mozza. Here's a dummy here. These blokes have carved them up out wide out here. There's a bit of class. Evans and Tapatow. They've had great games, and there's another try. Simple one off the ruck, and it goes to the 11. That's Silas Stephen. Let's have a look at it. One off. Just the defence moved up too quick, left a gap, staggered line. Petro.
Yeah, it's always hard, isn't it? You know, when you're just not presenting that nice straight defensive line and getting bodies in front. You know, Big Silas was able to just find that gap, and you know, he's toiled away hard all day. Some of these forwards have, as I said, have laid a really good platform, as have the outside backs. The outside backs for this Black Stars team have been outstanding, and just the work that they've done and sharing that workload.
Evans has, as I said, he's got 5 from 8. He's out wide. Tracy, you back him in?
I do.
You're backing him in? He's got the breeze behind him.
Yep.
He's got a bit of a boot on him.
He'll do it.
Here we go. Let's have a look. There you can see the task. He's given it quite a roost.
Oh, I think I'm putting the mocker on him. I'll shut up next time.
Yeah. It's been an impressive performance by the Black Stars from Townsville. Well and truly in command here as we head towards the closing stages of this under-14 boys match on day 3 of the Queensland Murray Carnival. Joined in commentary by Petro Sivanasiva and Tracy Thompson.
Yeah, we've just seen so many good rugby league games so far in these last 3 days, and to think, you know, we've still got 2 more days to go. It's going to be really exciting to see how some of these teams continue on in this carnival, and we're seeing the 18-year-olds getting a run too as well.
Yeah. Bunyas try something different, little short kick-off, but the breeze got hold of that, and it didn't even go the 10. So that'll be a penalty right in the midway point of the halfway. Here we go. Another opportunity to see the wonderful skills and power and precision of this team. This bloke, look at him go. Ransom straight through the middle. They won't stop him. He will run right underneath the black dot. When he gets a bit of momentum, he is unstoppable.
Yeah, he's been great all carnival, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He's big power game, big tall lad, and just the way he runs, plenty of aggression, and unfortunately that Bunyas defensive line couldn't pull the big fella down.
Here it is. Look at this, Tracy.
Yeah, look at that. Just determination and just so tall as well. But, you know, fast for a big fella as well.
Is he only 14?
Yeah, tell me about it, yeah.
He towers over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of the lads walking around, I'm just like, wow, wow. You look like a man, but, you know, you're still in a boy's body.
Conversion is successful by Evans. He's having a good day with a boot. And we're heading towards the 50-point margin. Petro, what was it like, you know, in your day? Did you ever suffer some, you know, tough days in the office?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, that's all part of the journey, isn't it? You know, you have those tough times, and it's just about, you know, how you bounce back. And yeah, yeah, lots of good times, but I think you remember and you grow from those tough experiences, you know. And in days like this, you know, for this young Bunyas team, I've been in teams like this, you know, where you're up against more experienced opponents.
Yep.
But it's just about, you know, how you learn from this and then keep moving forward. And as the Bunyas coach spoke to me yesterday after watching them play, you know, did point out that quite a number of these players are underage.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they were willing to step up and they're learning a lot. So
There they go.
Here we go.
Good attack. Again, the swarming defence. Oh, 2 and 3.
Oh!
That's lifting. The referee will jump in on this once they get past the horizontal. Have a look at the replay. Ooh, had the potential to be very, very dangerous. Fortunately, landed on the flat of his back. That helps. And there was didn't appear to be too much whiplash in his for the head.
And he's back on his feet now, which is good.
Yeah, it's great work by the trainers. They were onto him straight away and just checking that he's okay.
Yeah. Maybe a bit winded and sometimes a bit of a shock factor because you're up in the air and bang on the ground. He's good. He's up. I'm all right. Petro, what did Wayne Bennett say when you're on the end of a hiding? He's a man of few words.
Yeah, that'd be
yes, he was a man of very few words, and you could tell he wouldn't be too happy. But you know, again, it's about, you know, probably looking at your own game and being honest with yourself, and you know, not trying to hide from the fact that, you know, if you haven't had a good performance, you know, you need to own up to that responsibility. As we see, the
Speed
again. Yeah.
Tyler Cyrus this time, he'll finish off, and he does his skipper a favour. And brings it around, or his kicker a favour, and brings it around underneath the posts.
Yeah, this Blackstars team, I don't think they've been troubled too much. I haven't had a look at some of the results in their previous games, although from the day one you could definitely tell that they were going to be a real force within this carnival. And you just got power and speed and size right across the park. As we see them, a fresh lot of interchange players come on, and you know, they're just as big and just as fast as the blokes that just replaced. So I don't know what's going on up in Townsville. They beat them well.
And that's the handy part about having a full squad and a fit squad, is you can bring them on, bring them off, get blokes ready for other games, give fellas the rest when they need it. When you're struggling with numbers and you've only got you know, 1 or 2 on the bench, missed that one.
You got him, Bomber. That's it, 52. If you say it's 52, it's
yeah,
52.
see, look, it's come up.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, look, here's the score sheets here, very accurate.
Listen to the master.
That's it.
Stop. Yeah, no, I'll take that. One thing I was a good scorer. Couldn't play, but geez, I could score. I'll just go back to the days of my glory, Petros, back to the Cannon Hill Stars, the home
Cannon
of
Hill
Wally
Stars.
Lewis, and Chris McKenna, and Chris Bombolus.
That's it. There you go.
Legends.
Yeah, 2 out of 3. Which 2 would that be?
That's fantastic. Cannon Hill All-Stars, that's it.
Yeah. I grew up in Cannon Hill, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Went
And
to
Bomber,
Cannon Hill State School.
You've seen a
Wow.
lot of rugby league in your days. I mean, who'd be your favourite player? Who's your favourite player?
My favourite player,
Who's-
wow, Petro. Jeez. Oh, look, I love the days of the Broncos and you guys and, Kevy and Alfie. I like blokes with a bit of character. Here we go
good
again.
tackle.
Good tackle. Slipped around the legs and dropped down. That's a good tackle. That's what you want to take out of the game.
Down
Some
the
little
sideline.
positives. Tapatow with too much pace, and he gets right around the cover defence. He'll go in for his second. Christian Tapatow.
Good to see that little 9 Bunyas just, chase him all the way down to the end. So they've still got that commitment and that heart in there, which is really good to see.
You can hear the siren on in the background as this hulking fullback just picks up the ball and, gee, made it look effortless.
And then boom,
Yeah.
tried right till the end.
Yeah.
And the 11-2, Jed Isles, he came across and wanted to prevent him getting it under the posts. Waiting for the football to come back and we can have one last conversion. The Black Stars have been very, very impressive.
Definitely a team to watch.
Well, we've had doubles to Tapatow, Evans, Kawani and Ransom.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure from that first game that was pretty much how it was scored as well, wasn't it?
Doubles.
Those 3 or 4 that featured, they were fantastic.
And Evans gets the conversion, so it's been a successful day for Evans as he converts. And the full-time score is 58 points to 0, and Evans ended up with 7 conversions and 2 tries. So quite a haul for him in a very impressive performance by the Townsville Blackstars under-14s. They have defeated the Sunshine Coast Bunyas by 58 points to 0. And Petro, it was